Amara, I'm sorry. You may never be able to have children again.
The first time Amara heard the words, "You can never have children again," she froze inside a crowded hospital corridor in Lagos. Nurses rushed past her. Somebody nearby was crying, but
Amara,
all she could
I'm sorry.
hear was the
You may
doctor's
never
voice
be able to have
repeating in
children
her
again.
head.
You look absolutely stunning
Just
tonight.
5 years
The view
earlier,
has nothing on
men
it.
were
He's right.
fighting for her
Please, allow me
attention.
to get you another
She
glass of
was
champagne.
beautiful, successful, desired by everybody. She believed love could wait. She believed marriage could wait. She believed men would keep coming forever. But standing there at 43, holding a medical file with trembling hands, Amara suddenly realized something terrifying. Time had quietly moved on without her. Amara was the kind of woman people noticed immediately when she entered a room. Tall, elegant, glowing skin, expensive perfume, and confidence that made heads turn instantly. She owned one of the fastest-growing event companies in Port Harcourt, organized celebrity weddings, and drove a sleek white SUV that people in her area secretly admired. Everywhere she went, people whispered the same thing: "That girl is too beautiful." And honestly, Amara knew it too. But there was one thing she never took seriously: marriage. At 32, she was dating Tunde, a calm and hard-working engineer who truly loved her. He supported her business from the beginning, encouraged her dreams, and even helped her financially when things were difficult. But as the years passed, Tunde wanted something deeper. One evening, after attending a friend's child dedication, he sat quietly beside her in the car and asked, "Amara, when are we going to build our own family?" Amara laughed carelessly and adjusted her wig in the mirror. "Please, I beg, I'm still enjoying my life." At first, Tunde thought she was joking, but the more he brought up marriage, the colder Amara became. She loved traveling, luxury restaurants, girls' trips to Dubai, and the freedom of waking up whenever she wanted. Children to her looked stressful. Every time she visited her friends with kids, somebody was always crying, breaking plates, or demanding school fees. "That life is not for me," she would say proudly. "I didn't suffer to come and start suffering again." Meanwhile, her mother never stopped disturbing her. Every phone call ended the same way. "Amara, you are not getting younger, oh?" Sometimes, her mother even prayed aggressively over the phone. "God will give you a good husband before it's too late." Amara would roll her eyes immediately. "Mommy, please let me breathe." Deep down, she believed she had all the time in the world. After all, men were everywhere around her. Rich men, fine men, businessmen, even pastors were asking for her number. Then one night, Tunde finally broke. "I can't keep waiting," he told her quietly during dinner. "I love you, Amara, but you don't want the same future I want." For a moment, Amara expected him to beg or change his mind. Instead, he stood up calmly and left. Just like that, the relationship ended. Her friends expected her to cry for weeks, but Amara shocked everybody. Within 2 months, she was already posting vacation pictures online with another man. "See as men fool everywhere," she told her friends proudly. "If one leaves, another one enters." And honestly, they kept coming. A banker from Abuja wanted to marry her. She pushed him away when he started talking seriously. A businessman from Enugu came next. The moment he mentioned settling down, she lost interest. Another man bought her the latest iPhone and started discussing introduction plans with his family. Amara disappeared slowly from the relationship. To her, marriage was always something she could do later. Men would never stop coming, not with her beauty, not with her lifestyle. But life was quietly changing behind her back. At 38, the attention reduced slightly. Men still came, but now many of them were divorced fathers or men looking for something casual. At 40, birthdays stopped feeling exciting. Her closest friends became busy mothers. Group chats became silent. Weekend outings became fewer. Some nights, after returning from loud parties, Amara would sit alone in her massive apartment staring at the television without even knowing what she was watching. Yet, whenever fear tried entering her mind, she silenced it quickly. "I still look young," she would whisper to herself. Then came Chiki. He was mature, wealthy, and intentional. For the first time in years, Amara actually became scared of losing a man. At 42, something inside her suddenly changed. She began imagining children running around her house. She started noticing babies in supermarkets. Even her mother's words started haunting her at night. So one evening, she finally gathered courage and told Chike softly, "I think I'm ready now. I want us to build a family." But Chike's response destroyed her completely. He looked at her quietly before saying, "Amara, I already have 3 children. I don't want more." The words landed like a slap. Suddenly, the same woman who once rejected marriage started panicking. She began visiting hospitals secretly. Every test brought fear. Every delay brought anxiety. She prayed harder than ever before. Then one afternoon, a doctor sat across from her with pity in his eyes. "Amara, you've entered menopause." The room went silent instantly. "You may never be able to conceive naturally again." Amara felt her heart sink into her stomach. She walked out of the hospital like somebody attending her own funeral. For days, she locked herself indoors, crying. Regret hit her like a flood. Because she finally understood that beauty does not pause time. Attention is not commitment, and options do not last forever. Then, life wounded her one final time. One Saturday afternoon, while shopping in a big supermarket, she suddenly saw Tunde. But he was not alone. Beside him stood his wife, smiling warmly while holding their little daughter's hand. Another small boy clung to his leg, laughing loudly. Tunde looked peaceful, complete, happy. When their eyes met, he smiled politely. "Amara, it's been years." She forced a smile back, but the moment they walked away, her chest tightened painfully. Because for the first time in her life, she realized what she truly lost. Years later, after collapsing during a work event, Amara found herself lying alone in a hospital room. No husband, no child, no real companion beside her bed. As she watched another elderly woman, surrounded by children arguing lovingly over who would buy food for their mother, tears rolled quietly down her cheeks. All the enjoyment she chased suddenly felt empty. From that moment, Amara changed completely. She stopped living only for appearances and started building genuine relationships. She became closer to her family, sponsored children through school, and spent more time with people who truly loved her. Slowly, she understood a painful truth many people learn too late. Life is not only about beauty, freedom, or enjoyment. Time moves silently, and some opportunities do not wait forever.
So if there is one lesson in Amara's story, it's this. Never assume tomorrow will always give you another chance. Because sometimes while we are busy enjoying life, life itself is quietly moving on. And if this story touched your heart, subscribe for more emotional stories that remind us what truly matters before it becomes too late. If you've watched till this end, thank you and remain blessed.